Hiya, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good, thanks. How's the tour going?
Really good. It's been a successful tour, you know, with a lot of sold out shows and just big crowds. It's been really good.
Yeah. And how are the new songs going down live?
Yeah, good. Ready to Rock's been our set opener. It's kind of like our Stand Up for Rock and Roll and our Raise the Flag. So the crowd are chanting the whoa bit, you know, before every show and after the show even. So it's going down really well.
It's going down really well. That's brilliant. You've got a new video clip out for Back in the Game, the concert footage, which suits the song, obviously.
Yeah.
Who normally comes up with the concepts for the videos? Is it?
That idea actually come from what was it? I think it was a mix of a Bon Jovi clip and a Metallica clip. Just lots of, you know, just a collage of live shows, and Joel and Ryan, that was their idea on that, and it was just, we just want to capture all the festivals from mid-year and just put them all together, and that was the result. Yeah, we had a camera crew, like a couple of guys actually travelled with us on the bus for a few days, and they got that footage of just shows. I think they were all French shows actually, and then they got the footage of the bus, and then us having a beer after, and just put it all together. Yeah,
awesome. It goes really well. From all of your videos, which one was the most enjoyable to make, would you say, of the other video clips?
Well, obviously we didn't kind of just concentrate on the video for Back in the Game, because that was just us playing shows, you know, and hanging out. But Blonde Band Beautiful was pretty good.
It's got to be the one.
Running Wild was good, working with Lemmy. That was a really hard clip too, because we shot all through the night and into the day, and we had a gig to play that next day in LA. So and we had shooting that footage in the back of the truck was really hard, because we had the truck actually drove around the block over and over while we were just playing in the back, and we were literally just falling over and bruising our knees and legs and bumping into stuff. That was the most physical clip, I reckon. But it was fun.
Good fun. We heard you damaged your hand earlier this year as well.
I'm the accident prone one in the band. I think at the moment I've got a strained back muscle, which makes the shows hard. I hurt my hand at the start of the festivals back in, was it April?
Sort of spring.
No, it wasn't April, sorry. It was back when we just started over here. We spent 2 weeks in Berlin before that to rehearse the new songs and get ready because the album had just come out. And you give a band 2 weeks off in summertime in Berlin, in a place where there's lots of beer gardens, especially one just across the road from where we were staying. Ryan, Joel and I, we went out and just had a good afternoon session, and it turned into quite a big session, and went to the pub after, and I literally just had way too much to drink, and I kind of staggering around and fell over. But it's the kind of thing that could happen just tripping on the sidewalk. I just fell over and hit my hand in a certain way. I don't know, on the ground, and I didn't notice until the next day. I woke up with a bit of a hangover, and it was just all swollen, and I straight away thought, shit, am I going to play guitar? So that's how I did it, but probably shouldn't be saying that actually, because
you managed to carry on playing with it.
Well, I had to wear a cast for 5 days, and it was a bit of a panic, because we were rehearsing pretty much in 2 days' time. And I got straight on to it. I got Mark to ring the label and get me into a hand specialist, and they x-rayed it, and I'd actually torn a tendon, like down on that finger there. And I was very lucky, because it was this close to having to get it operated on. And if that had to happen, I wouldn't have been able to play. Would have been a disaster. So I wore a cast for 5 days, and that come good, and it was very sore for a lot of the tour, but it's only just come good now, actually.
I suppose, like you say, with the back, adrenaline will get you through through the gig.
But I didn't know, I couldn't learn the songs until the last day, because I couldn't play. I just had the air guitar in the rehearsal room and sing.
Tough then. You did it. Oh my gosh. Moving on, for most musicians, there's like a defining moment that makes them want to pick up a guitar and sort of start playing. Like seeing a band live or hearing a song. Can you remember, what would you say was your sort of defining moment?
Can't remember like the specific time of when I thought that, but it was definitely in my childhood, like listening to Def Leppard and Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, because they were the kind of first 3 bands that I had on cassette. And then Metallica, and I just my love for rock and roll kind of started at a young age, and that made me want to just pick up an instrument. And I started playing guitar in primary school, And then I actually took a break from it and played drums for a while in secondary school, and a bit of bass guitar, and then I only did that for a little bit. I didn't play in a band. I just did some drum lessons, and then eventually picked the guitar back up and just stuck with that, because a guitar you can take with you everywhere. You can play it anywhere. You can't do that with the drum kit. So. And yeah, that's pretty much where I started from a pretty young age, really.
Awesome. That's it. And as a guitarist, you'll appreciate a good riff. In your opinion, what would you say are the 3 sort of best riffs of all time?
Well, and riff that I learnt was TNT actually from young. It's just, you know, E, G, A. But it sounds as basic as it sounds, and what it is, it's actually a hard riff to play, because it's all in your right hand, and the way you play that style of music, like Malcolm Young's way of playing rhythm, it's all the right hand, you know. You know, that was a pretty. I'll have to say that riff for me, because that was one of the first riffs I kind of learned. Smoke on the Water was another riff in Deep Purple that a lot of people kind of pick up on quick when they first start playing. But
yeah, brilliant. That's awesome. And sort of your own riffs.
Of our own riffs.
What was your favourite?
I don't know. I like the Ready to Rock kind of ones, because they're just it's a good tempo, and you really lock into you really get into the pocket with the drums and the band, and it's just a fun kind of fast riff to play. Songs like Hungry are hard, because they're very they're fast kind of riffs, and to the point where you can't even rock out. You know, you're just kind of too fast, too busy with your hands. You know, but. I don't know, it's hard, like, we're obviously a very riff-orientated band, but you're Ready to Rock. Ready to Rock's a fun one.
No, that's awesome. And you predominantly use Gibson Explorers, I think it's fair to say. Do you think we'll see like a Dave Rhodes or a Joel O'Keefe signature series anytime soon?
Oh, if Gibson jump on board a bit more, maybe. But in a way, like the guitars that you see we're playing on this tour, the black Gibsons with the pinstripe around the body, we've customised them ourselves. We've just got standard kind of 76 the reissue Gibsons, and we take them to our guy Colesy back in Melbourne, and he's a guitar builder and really good at what he does with his guitar work, and we just taken him to him and said, can you put a pinstripe around the body and up the neck, and
just customise it yourself.
We just did it that way, but I don't know, maybe down the track we're not really. Not really kind of thinking about that.
That's it. Just maybe one day. That's it. Black Dog Barking, the new album, was obviously produced by Brian Howes. What was it like for you working with Brian?
Brian was really good producer to work with, and his engineer Jay Van Puderoy. They're both they work together on everything together, and really good team. Hopefully, he's going to be kind of like our Mutt Lang in a way. Like we want to find a producer like that we can just keep working with over a number of albums.
Stick with and go back.
And Brian was he really just fitted in with us. You know, I know he hadn't done a lot of rock stuff before until us, I don't think. But he loves all the '80s stuff. You know, he loves Whitesnake and Def Leppard and all that, and Metallica, AC/DC. So he's so excited to work with us, and we're all on the same page. And
I know Joel and Ryan said he was another member of the band almost.
He was,
he did. So obviously you. Same for you.
Yeah, exactly. We all felt the same. He's a guitarist and a singer himself, so he was very good at kind of putting the foot down and cracking the whip on vocal takes and things like that. So and he was just wanted to party. You know, we had some days let's take a day off, and we just got the tunes out and just he had a pool in his backyard, so we had like a bit of a pool party and just playing rock and roll and drinking and then back in the studio the next day. You know, it was cool like that.
Straight back onto the album. I suppose you can sort of hear the experience then on the album, can't you? I suppose really the fact that it's fun, that you're enjoying it. Yeah, I think so. And I think as a band we've just developed a bit more over the albums as well. Airbourne's still finding it's developing more and more into its own thing. Yeah, definitely. No, definitely. While making the album, you had quite a long sort of time off the road. What would you say you missed sort of most about being on tour?
At the moment, I guess the weather. It's summertime back home, but it's been up and down. You know, it's where we're from in Melbourne. You'll have 32 degrees one day, and then be back down to 15 and raining the next. You know, but the cricket, things like that is kind of just part of home. All for you guys as well. Last night, Ryan and I were up late on the bus watching the cricket on his phone through the sling box. Having a couple of beers and just that kind of like Christmas for us is like summertime and barbecues and having a beer, so I missed that, but we're going to be home for that this year, so
you missed it last year, didn't you? So
this year, we're in the studio, but we made it as Aussie as we could, we took the day off for Christmas, and we had got the Sling box out, and we could watch the cricket streaming online.
Okay, yeah.
So the Boxing Day Test, because we're a day behind Australia. And
oh yeah, of course.
A couple of roasts in the oven and a few beers, and it was not bad,
make
actually.
The rest of it.
Yeah,
That's it.
you have to do that. Yeah.
That's it, definitely. But you're back home for it this year, like you say. Will you be doing any sort of show? Because I know you did a New Year's Eve show once at home, didn't you?
Yeah,
was it in Melbourne?
Yes, at the Espy Hotel in St Kilda.
Yeah. Anything like that planned for this time?
Not at the moment, no.
You never know.
Yeah, it's probably a bit late going into it now, but I think we'll just, after this tour's been pretty busy.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna, just
kick back
and relax.
Yeah.
For a little bit and before we head out again.
That's it. Definitely. So when can we expect to see you sort of back over here?
Next year, we're looking at doing the festivals mid next year.
Yeah.
And
anything specific? Nothing specific yet.
I don't know yet. Yeah, like it's still in the works. So as of now, we're just getting dates kind of off Greg.
Yeah.
He's kind of letting us know and what shows we're going to be doing and what the options are. So we want to get over here before this festival season starts and stay over here through out that. So it'll be kind of from, I guess, May up until August.
So some indoor shows first, maybe into the festival.
We might do that, yeah. Hopefully play some new markets we haven't been to as well.
Yeah.
Like we've talked about, we haven't been to Russia yet, but we don't know. Yeah, we might try and get over there and do some headline shows in between the festivals. And I think late next year we'll probably do another headline tour like this.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's in the works as well. But,
brilliant. Awesome.
Yeah, so there'll be a lot of touring anyway.
That's what we like to hear. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much.
No worries. Thank you.
Have a great break at Christmas, and we'll see you next year.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you.